All right, guys, Molly here again, and you are in the last video of Module 3. Woo! Really proud of you for making it this far. I hope you've enjoyed this module on messenger marketing, and I wanted to save the best for last. So we talked a lot, especially earlier in this module, about ways to drive traffic into your bot, into Messenger. And I wanted to round out this module by talking about broadcasting. So what are we doing with people who become subscribers, right? You can send promotional, subscription, or follow-up broadcasts to your subscribers. So in this video, we're going to talk about the different types of broadcasts, what you should and shouldn't be doing, and I'm going to show you examples of different broadcasts that you can send in your business. So when you're thinking about broadcasting, right, you really need to think about how am I first engaging these people, right? Using your broadcast as a re-engagement mechanism. And then if they engage with your broadcast, possibly a monetization mechanism, right? But you have these subscribers that you're building, very similar to email, but instead of sending one-to-many huge broadcast, I'm having a sale today, right? You need to think about your broadcast more as a way to re-engage with your subscribers, to segment them, to give them value so that you then can monetize them, but monetize them more so in a way that's congruent with their current pains or what they're looking to accomplish in their life. So keep in mind, this is not email. It functions in a similar way, but this is not email. You cannot repetitively send promo broadcasts to your entire messenger list whenever you want. You will get banned, right? So we have to think about this in a different way, and we have to be as conversational as possible. And I'm going to show you a split test here at the end of this video that especially proves that. So first off, there are 3 types of broadcasts, and I want to go ahead and open ManyChat. So I've clicked the broadcast button here. You've got your drafts, and then you have your history of broadcasts that you've sent. When you hit new broadcast, this is where you're going to build out the message. You can go to Flow Builder, make this a sequence, whatever you would like. Dan showed you all of this in Module 2. What's really important is under the settings. So there are 3 different message types, and we touched on this a bit when we talked about Facebook compliance. We have subscription broadcasts, we have promotional broadcasts, and we have follow-up broadcasts. So I want to make sure that we understand the different broadcasts and that you're using them at the right time. So promotional broadcasts allow you to send commercial or promotional messages only to subscribers that were interacted with your bot in the past 24 hours. We've already talked about this. Use this option carefully. Do not annoy your subscribers with mass promotions. Use subscription broadcasts first to reveal the audience's interest and then deliver relevant commercial content. So this is the promotional broadcast inside of ManyChat. So you see I click promotional and it says it will be sent to 21,000 users because that's how many people have engaged with us in that amount of time. This is how many people are eligible for us to send a directly promotional message to. Now, don't forget, this wouldn't be done inside of ManyChat, but go back to the video about Facebook Messenger ads if you want to learn about sponsored messages, which are the ad type that you can send through Facebook where you can be promotional and you can send to your whole subscriber list. You just have to pay Facebook to play. But when we're talking inside of ManyChat, promotional broadcasts, they'll only be sent to people who have interacted with you in the last 24 hours. Now we have follow-up broadcasts, which we also talked about. These can be sent at the end of a 24-hour window after a promo broadcast to remind your subscribers about a promotion. After that, you won't be able to send them any promo messages until they interact with your bot again. So say we're a local gardening center and we're having a big flower sale, next Saturday. So we send a promotional broadcast announcing this sale, that we're going to have all of these discounts. Maybe we give them a coupon code. Maybe we link to our website to pre-order if that's available. We're very promotional. Well, if we want to send a message again about this same promo the next week, right before it's about to happen, you could use this follow-up broadcast option. And this would send that +1 follow-up message that we talked about in the policies in terms of service video. So we've got promotional, which is within 24 hours. Then we have follow-up, which is our +1, right? So you notice that this number is much bigger than our promotional number, because this is within the last 24 hours. And this is the number of people that we haven't sent a follow-up broadcast to in the past, right? So it's much bigger. So 24 hours plus the 1 follow-up message that you get to be promotional until they interact again. So that's the follow-up broadcast. Then there's the subscription broadcast. And when you're thinking about your broadcasts, number one, I really wouldn't be broadcasting, whether it's promotional or subscription, to your subscriber list more than 1 to 2 times a week, because Messenger is so new. The frequency, people aren't used to frequencies like they are with email, right? I wake up and have 200 promotional emails. That is not normal inside of Messenger from brands. So make sure you keep these to 1 to 2 times a week, but you should mostly be sending subscription broadcasts, right? These allow you to deliver non-commercial content to your subscribers at any time you want. Use it as a conversational option to start a dialogue with your audience. Keep in mind, broadcast messages cannot contain any ads or promotional materials. Subscription broadcasts cannot contain any ads or promo materials, but you can give them value. You can give them content. You can give them free videos. You can ask them questions about themselves. Use your subscription broadcasts as a way to give value and to also segment your audience so that you can re-engage them and be promotional. So I think about subscription broadcasts really is the first message in a sequence, right? We're going to send a subscription broadcast. It's not going to be promotional, but based off of how people interact with that broadcast, it then can lead to to promotional messages inside of that same flow or sequence. So keep that in mind. Subscription broadcasts cannot be promotional, but you can send them to your entire subscriber list, which is really awesome. So a few other things to keep in mind, guys. There are targeting options here inside of broadcasts. So you can segment people. So you can segment them by tagging where they opted in through, what sequence they're subscribed to. This is really powerful when wanting to send, broadcasts that actually relate to what that person is interested in, right? Very similar to email list segmentation. Gender, location, language, time zone, their name, last name, when they subscribed, their last interaction, last seen. And then these are different custom fields that ManyChat has. So you can target them based off of different things that we know about them inside of Messenger. You can choose to send it now or schedule it for later. Pretty traditional. And you also have notification settings, which are very important. So you can do a regular push, which if someone has Facebook Messenger installed on their phone, then a regular push is basically whatever happens when they receive a normal Facebook message from their family or friends. So it will make a sound and display a phone notification. So use that for important messages, right? Because this will be disruptive. You can do one regular notification. So the broadcast will trigger only one regular notification, the first message in the broadcast, and the rest of it will be sent in silent mode. This is the one that I would use, right? Great for times when you have, a sequence built on the back of your broadcast and you don't want to send, 7 notifications. You can send 2 notifications. So the first 2 messages that are a part of that broadcast. You can do a silent push. So if you're just sending content or something super passive, this could be great so that you don't annoy people. And then totally silent. So they don't get a notification. They don't get a noise. This is great for content updates too. The difference is silent push notifications display the notification, but they don't play a sound, right? So we have regular, which is, the whole shebang. You've got 1 regular notification, 2 regular notifications, a silent push, no noise, just a notification, and then totally silent. So really think about the context when you're making these decisions, guys. Really important. Like, are they going to be annoyed if they receive this message essentially on full blast? Or am I sending content and maybe I could be a little quieter, right? And I would definitely interchange these so that you're not sending a full push every time you send a broadcast. Again, this area functions just like Flow Builder and Basic Builder that Dan showed you in Module 2. So you can build out a broadcast that has images, audio, video, files, all types of fun stuff. You can have buttons that lead to other messages. So the opportunities here really are endless with these broadcasts. So let's think of what's a great use case for a subscription broadcast. This is a blueprint that you're going to see later in Module 5. Maybe you've decided to have a Facebook Live, right? Or maybe you're doing a webinar on another platform, but you want to notify your subscribers of the upcoming Facebook Live. So you could send a subscription broadcast, want to join me live tomorrow at noon, yes or no. If they say yes, then an hour before you go live, you could remind them to show up with a link or instructions on where they should go to consume the information. If they say no, then don't remind them because they said that they don't want to join the Facebook Live, right? And then after the live, an hour after the live, or maybe the next day, you could send everyone a message that said, did you see the Facebook Live yesterday? This could be sent to your entire subscriber list, as a subscription broadcast. Yes. If they say yes, awesome. Here's a replay link in case you want to watch it again. If they say no, we missed you, here's a replay link so that they can watch it. Now, I would, when sending this particular broadcast, I wouldn't send it to people that initially said no up here, right? Because they already said no. So I would make sure we tag them and that we exclude them from the broadcast. So just an FYI there. But this is just a little use case of a great way to use subscription broadcasts. Notify your subscribers of something that you have going on in your business. And maybe this Facebook Live does pitch a product or service so that you can generate sales. But we're not sending out a huge promo broadcast asking people to buy. We're starting with content first. Here are some examples of great subscription broadcasts. This is from Ezra with Boom by Cindy Joseph. It's an image and it says, actually, I felt liberated. This was my first step to feeling free. Sometimes it only takes one key decision to start feeling comfortable with yourself and begin your own journey of self-discovery. Want to hear what Wendy's key decision was in our 45-second video? Yes, no, unsubscribe. It's always great to make sure they know how to unsubscribe. This is awesome. This is free content, and you better believe that people that engage with this, that Ezra and Boom are eventually going to ask them to buy something. Here's one from John Asaraf. Hey, Molly, happy Monday. Quick question. I just wanted to do a quick poll to find out more about my followers. Do you currently have your own business? Choose one of the options below. Yes, I want to start one. Nope. This is a great use of a subscription broadcast because anyone that engages with this, you can follow up with something promotional. But most importantly, this is allowing us to segment the audience and to learn more about the subscribers so that we can subscribe them to sequences or send them broadcasts that are most related to where they are in their journey. Here's another one from Sumo, and Sumo is a software company. Hey, Molly, you talked. We listened. Today, we're introducing an update that many customers would love. Introducing the new Sumo dashboard, and there's an image. Now you have a whole new way to track your stats and learn opportunities. Learn more about our new dashboard here. So they're using it as a way to distribute product updates for their software. Awesome. And you better believe that this also generated interest in Sumo for people who weren't yet customers yet. So they're not directly asking people to sign up. This isn't promotional, but they're using it as a product announcement. Wall Street Journal sends out a news digest every morning that's essentially a gallery with the hot news for the day. This is a subscription broadcast, guys. They send this every morning and it's just full of news. Really brilliant. You could do this once a week, right? And put your best content from that week in a gallery, or you could do this once a month and just include links to free content that you have created over the past month. It's a great way to get people to re-engage. And then, of course, us at ManyChat. This is the test I was telling you about. And this really shows how important it is to be conversational in these messages versus treating them like email. So for example, we treated this like an email. Hey, Molly, have a lot of questions when it comes to messenger marketing. You're not alone. On the ManyChat blog, you can get the full scoop. There's a place for them to click to go read the article. This very much looks like an email. Well, then we tested, look under Tuesday, starting at 12:07. Hey, Molly, what are you looking forward to this week? Want a quick 7-step action plan for diving into messenger marketing? And we had show me and maybe later. So instead of saying, hey, Molly, we have this new 7-step action plan. Here's why it's so awesome. Click here to get it. We sent short, sweet, concise messages, which is what Messenger is about. And we asked them questions versus sending a big, huge broadcast that's just a one-to-many, yell into a megaphone. And I wanted to show you guys the difference in results between these two. So here's the first one that we sent. So this one was sent more recently. So the read rate here is a little higher, but remember that people are still opening this. So look at the click-through rate. So we only generated a little bit over 3,000 clicks, 1.87% click-through rate here on the one-to-many long message, right? This one. Now, when we tried this and we asked a question, our click-through rate is almost 5%, right? And people are still opening and engaging with this message. We drove more than double the amount of clicks from this particular message, even though it was sent to a few more people, but not a ton. We drove more than double the amount of clicks because we asked a question and it was a short, sweet message that doesn't overwhelm people. Think about when you get a message in Facebook Messenger. If you see a huge paragraph, you're like, oh my goodness, why is this person sending me so much information? Like, this is either, a run-on message and they should have structured it better, or this person must have a problem or a lot of information to give me. But when I open a message like that, a lot of times I'm like, wow, I'm going to have to come back to this later. This is too long. But if you're sending messages that actually ask questions and engage, you're going to get a much higher click-through rate, which re-engages those people and opens back up that 24-hour window. So guys, when you're sending these broadcasts, keep in mind the 3 different types: promotional, follow-up, and subscription. You should mostly be using subscription broadcasts that, of course, then lead to sequences that allow you to, sell your product or service, or, generate leads, whatever you're looking to do. But these subscription broadcasts need to give value. They need to ask questions. And I would not send more than 1 to 2 broadcasts to your messenger list every week. It's just too high of a volume right now for the way that consumers are used to using the platform. So in 2019, we might be in a different boat, but that's just what I've seen to work best right now so that you don't annoy all of your subscribers. So guys, this video has been about broadcasts. You guys know how important they are. You know how important it is to be really conversational, but it's really important to not only focus on how you're acquiring these new subscribers into your bot, but also to come up with a broadcasting communication plan. How often are we reaching out to these people? And if so, what are we saying, right? Because even if you only send 1 to 2 broadcasts a week, the people that engage with those broadcasts, you could put into a follow-up sequence. So even though you're only sending 1 or 2 broadcasts, if they engage, those people could possibly get a message, every day or every other day for a week, depending on what you're wanting to do. And we'll talk more about that in the next 2 modules. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and this module. Thank you for sticking with me. I know this probably wasn't the most exciting module and that the blueprints are going to be a lot more fun, but I wanted to make sure that you understood the ins and outs of messenger marketing and ads and policies and different ways to drive traffic into your bot, but also different ways to engage with your subscribers, whether it's through live chat or broadcasting. So thanks again, guys, and we will see you in the next module.